delay, but we're going to go ahead and start things off. In terms of a spread, forget about it. Harris is going to be a full reset from what I understand, unless I'm told otherwise. We're going to start off 0-0. Game 1, best of 7 for the MPBA finals on the PlayStation side of things.
I have one word. Finally.
Finally, indeed. Looks like we might actually have a sub for one of these teams. I believe it's No Tolerance that has Ceez on their side now. So that'll be a nice addition as we get a quick first foul here. But again, apologies on the delay. But we're back for this game 1 in the best of 7 series. And definitely, we left off Harris talking about how Ceez, he didn't have the success he would want in terms of his team, but he definitely had a great start to season 4 in his rookie debut, and I'm sure he wants to continue. That'll be an interesting offseason for the Hawks to see what moves they make here.
Yeah, I recommend people go check out Ceez's YouTube channel and check out the video he made on his 2K League season. It was just interesting to hear him talk about it from his words. So I don't want to take it out of his mouth. Definitely go check out his YouTube channel. It was very informative.
Oh, that's interesting. Is that something recent that he dropped?
Yeah, it was something recent. Not a lot of people saw it. He only tweeted it out once or twice. But yeah, if you caught it, go check out his Twitter. I think it's still at the top of his timeline.
Definitely something I want to check out. I know Mike Swan did something similar a while back. Nice cut there. That one's going to go 4-0 quick lead for GG. Something that we saw in last night's game with Empire Gaming was a very defensive game where you saw the rotations off of the swinging in terms of Dini and things like that. Something similar. That's what I want to see on defense to create those fast transition buckets. I just see alley-oop, and that's just a horrible decision there, as that's not going to be easy to make like previous 2Ks. But something else, Harris, last night we saw that it was like the third quarter, right? There's always one quarter from either team that kind of helped tip the scales in their favor. Nice move there. And rotations were great, but that right corner left wide open for the dot. But Harris, like I was saying, it only takes one quarter where it's a game of runs, obviously. So if you go on a 10-0 run or you win a quarter by 10 and you kind of take control of the game, you take care of the pace in your favor, and that can really help you get the game in your favor.
Yeah, No Tolerance. It's good that they got that 3 there. It's important for them to at least get into this game at some point in the first quarter. If your opponent opens a game, 10-0, 12-0, it's just hard to get out of that hole for the rest of the game. It always feels like you're kind of fighting against the tide. But, momentum swings in this year's 2K are huge, especially with how good defense is and how you can kind of get almost momentum steals over the course of a game. It's powerful. So if you're No Tolerance, you have to make sure that you're the one putting the pressure on them, not the other way around. They do have a very talented team, but as we've seen before, they are prone to giving up big runs if they can kind of lose focus for a little bit.
No, absolutely. Game of runs for sure. Let's see how many runs we get. Just saw one of the oldest people in the 2K League, BigPerm. I believe he turned 32 sometime this month. Shout out to him.
I think you mean he turned 52. I don't know what you're talking
about. Your words, not mine.
His old man.
I'm surprised he's awake this late, past 11.
I'm surprised you're awake past 11.
Hey, got to do what you got to do. I'm sure Perm would have loved to possibly get more minutes as he played with the Bucks. Perm, nice shot there. And that's another thing, right, Harris, where it's kind of like you think a defender's in front of your face, but he's really not, especially with the badges that they have equipped when you're a shooter, especially when you're a guard. The contest is just not as great as some would like.
Yeah, not at all. And, it's interesting. The season 2 updates, they've kind of updated a couple of the badges. I wonder if that ends up affecting shooting as well. Apparently they touch sniper a little bit. Apparently they touch mismatch expert a little bit. They touch blinders a little bit too. So I'll be interested to see, is shooting affected at all by that update? And not to mention the walk back was made a lot slower too, which is a move that you and I have actually enjoyed watching and calling this year. So I'm interested to see exactly how these updates kind of affect the game.
Yeah, the walk back is definitely something I want to keep in mind as well. We saw Jumper use it the first game that you and I called. We've seen Splash use it multiple times. Greens, we saw him use it quite a bit last night. And yeah, Flacco on the chat, is there a spread? No, it's going to be a full reset. Looks like we've got Krazy in the game for Ceez and company. So no spread, and we're going to play the whole game, and this is game 1. Matter of fact, Coach Jay, if we can go ahead and put up that overlay because you know people are going to be in the chat spamming exclamation series. They
every
probably will
time.
do it anyway, but let's try
There
to help
we
them
go.
out. Appreciate that.
They'll do it anyway.
But you've got Antoine there with his
There is
playmaking
that
badge.
walkback.
Oh, that is
See,
slow.
he had to use a different animation. It's not the same, like, kind of almost moonwalking like formerly. So good on 2K, man. It looked a lot slower, but not nearly as clean.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't know if it's because we're looking for it to be slower or if it actually truly is that much slower, but definitely took him a minute to get all the way back there. Tried to slam it home, couldn't get it done. 18-5, and Antoine, playmaking badge.
Ooh,
that's good.
That's a momentum 3 right there. The game is going to give him that white. How about a 16-point lead early?
Definitely can. They're not trying to stay awake for a game 7. I think they're trying to get this one going. Tried to be flashy with it. Couldn't get it done. Logic goes to the left corner with the green. Nice move there to create some separation as he greens it from the left corner. And this one's getting ugly early.
Remember what I talked about when I said that no tolerance has the tendency to lose focus? Well, here we are, man. Talk about losing focus. Just a 12-0 run, 19-point deficit in the first quarter. Yikes.
Definitely not pretty whatsoever. Antoine still has his playmaking badge. There's that walk back. Definitely not as quick as we're used to. Ceez hands it off to Rigby. Rigby back to Ceez. Ceez with a contested shot. Defensive board. Got to get things going as you got about 8 seconds left. Antoine, playmaking badge. Trying to find an open man. Gets himself a nice corner dot. That one's going to go in. 27-5 to start off the first quarter, Harris. We talked about how it's a game of runs, and it's that one quarter that can tip the scales in your favor. I didn't quite think it would be the first one to do it for him, but that's what it seems like it is, as you get a nice 3 to start off the second quarter there.
This is 2K just saying, hey, that momentum wave that you said was defining this year's game? Here you go, 25-point lead in the first quarter. This is crazy. I think this might be the biggest run we've seen since we've started broadcasting for UPA.
Absolutely, especially in that first quarter, because, we saw Empire Gaming go on a little bit of a run with Glenn Ratty and Greens last night, but this is definitely a different level. It could also be 2K saying, hey, you held us up for Game 7 series. That's what you get.
Karma.
No, we definitely want to see a great series as Antoine's been moving and he gets open space. That's the right corner for the third time. Logic greens it. That's the third time, Harris, where he's done that move, been wide open at the hash, and that right corner defender steps up. But unfortunately, no one rotates to that right corner, and they get dotted for the easy 3 there. Third time that's happened, and that's an ugly shot. Get the offensive board, though, wide open on that side.
Block.
Couldn't get it to him. Going the other way. As Logic could have possibly had a spacing there. Thought it was going to be a jump ball. Instead, it's a foul.
Ooh, I thought he was going to take that shot, man.
I thought he was, too. I thought he had the blinders badge to his benefit, but it's all good. In a situation like this, you don't need to be a hero. Just make the smart play. He's got the slip wide open underneath it. Decides not to throw it. In the old game here, you could have probably double-tapped Y or triangle, I guess, to get the alley-oop, but nonetheless throws the slip to get the easy 2.
Yeah, he was looking for the heat check 3. All of them are feeling from behind the arc, but you take the 2 and it's a 27-point lead. We might have GGs here by halftime.
We absolutely might. Nice little cut from the right hash. And I know the fans like to get a little bit of listen in, so that's definitely something that we'll try to get you guys in terms of trying to see what no tolerance is saying. Don't want to do it just now, Harris, because it might just be a little too quiet. And we're going to have to commentate over them anyway.
Man, Toine is killing it with the left, right. It's not the most attractive style, but it's effective.
He tries to dot. I thought he was going to get the left corner, but instead he gets it to the down low man. The center with the easy 2.
It looked like he was trying to hit the walk back there off the mid-range, but the animation didn't really activate. So he, quick reaction time to get that pass. But, that definitely wasn't the usual walk back reaction we've seen.
Nice block from behind. That's definitely something that's still OP, is those chase down blocks. We saw quite a few of those yesterday from shots. And it's 37-10 with about 2:33 left to go in the second quarter. Game 1 in a best-of-7 series. Ceez only got 3 points. Not something you expect from the point guard from Hawks.
Antoine Love in the Twitch chat. This is getting out of hand. Yeah. That's about it. No, he's got it, man. That's it.
Nice little pass.
That's it. Oh, God. It's 30. Oh, no.
It's getting ugly early, but I mean, let's talk about what they got to do, right? I think the rotations just are not on point because you have the corner helping up to the hash, but it's no one else
They need
going
to get
there.
their boats. That's what they need to do. This is a flood. There's nothing that they can do to get out of this.
It's a flood for
yeah.
sure. There is no
It's a flood.
spread follow, but you got to make adjustments for game 2,
Get
right?
your boats.
This is where we need to call Aqua Bear. If I had my swimming outfit on, maybe I'd put it on for the fans, but I'm sure Aqua Bear might be a better candidate to do that. Shout out to Bear the Beast and his content. And there's another 3 from Perm. They're just smacking them left and right. Dotted the left corner, dotted the right corner. It's like we're watching the same clip over and over again.
What's crazy is that they haven't even slowed down from the first quarter. They've just continued to be as hot shooting the ball.
We've got someone in the chat trying to go ahead and tell us what the live spread is. It might be 40. It might be negative 40. It might be minus 40. Money line minus 9,000. But definitely interesting. And I'm surprised that they're still kind of in this game. But I guess you kind of got to do what you got to do. Wouldn't be surprised if they want to go ahead and call it quits here in the third quarter. And there's Bo.
Oh, I thought he was going to get that. Oh, big board. Oh, wow.
BOHIO getting real comfortable there with the lead.
India, this is a complete and total collapse.
Definitely not something I expected, but that's quite all right, as that's going to be a shot. Goes in. 12 points now for Ceez as he's trying to make this one a much, much closer game, but he's got a big deficit to climb out of.
He's got a long way to go.
Got to get some help on the defensive side and some rotations as well. Antoine trying to go to the right, gets bumped. Left now. No one steps up, and that's going to be a green.
You've got to be kidding me.
The center just stared at him like they were at a first date. Didn't even decide to step up or contest at all.
In front of 350 loyal viewers on the UPA channel. This is outrageous. This is ridiculous. I have no words.
Thankfully, whenever you play game 2, it does start off 0-0, so don't count this game. Well, I guess the game is over, but the series absolutely is not. As I'm sure game 2 will be a lot closer.
Are they going to get a 50 spot? Oh, that almost went in.
Well, Harris, if you had to sum up the first half in one sentence, what would it be?
Wow. That's it.
Harris said, forget one sentence. I'll give you one word, and definitely wow would be accurate. You've got 48-21.
14 from 3. They were 18 of 20 from the field. They scored 27 and 21 in back-to-back quarters.
I mean, yeah, 12 of 14 from beyond the three-point line like we talked about. It's just going to get the job done, especially when the other team is shooting 5 for 9. And that's an ugly early shot there to start off the second half.
I just don't even know. Like, what do you do? How do you even think about coming back like this? Oh, God, is it another
Logic. Tries to fade, and he does, and he gets a green out of it.
I can't believe it.
51-21, Harris.
Holy cow.
I know right now you've got your walking stick. We might need a canoe and a paddle to get us out of this one. As Rigby trying to get something going, trying to get some momentum maybe going into game 2, but so far nothing there. Tries to go in, gets fouled.
I mean, this defense, do you know what? I can't even blame the defense because what they're doing isn't even bad defense. It's just unreal shot making. They've had a lot of wide opens for sure. I'm not saying the defense has been great by any means, but it's just, this is outstanding shot making coming in from Toine Friends.
Yeah, I mean, what's happening is they're attacking the weak side, right? Like you can see right here. So whenever Antoine gets open at the hash, that right corner comes up, but no one rotates to the right corner, and he just gets left wide open. And Logic and Perm have just been greening it, lights out. There it is, right corner, wide open, decides not to pass it to him and takes the easy 2 himself.
But, like, that's it even. Like they're just not missing anything. Even right there, like, that could have been a missed shot. Like, 2K could have made him miss that one, but, instead, no. And they're now 19 of 21 from the field.
A little bit of rotations coming up. Rigby thought he had a little bit of space. Can't get it to go. Offensive board, left corner, dots him, greens it. Cuts the deficit down to whatever that number is. 53-26 with about 3 left to go in the third.
Oh my goodness.
Rigby, no double jump, but he greens that one.
Wow, man, what a great comeback.
Oh my goodness.
This is, I think, the most impressive display of shot making I've ever seen in 2K by an entire team. I mean, it's all of them.
And there's another one from the top of the key. This just reminds me of that Oprah Winfrey gif, right? Where it's like, you get a 3, you get a 3, you get a 3. And it's not even like they're smacking whites. These are greens that's happening from both sides. But obviously it's GG that went ahead and takes it. And that's going to be it.
God.
That's going to be the end of game 1. I believe it was 58-20 something. Or in other words, a lot to too little, Harris. Any thoughts besides wow on that game 1 between these two teams?
If game 2 is anything close to that, you and I will somehow still go to bed by midnight. But at the same time, I doubt game 2 is going to be like that. If you're no tolerance, man, you just tip your cap and you move on to game 2. What an insane shot making display from Toine and Friends.
Definitely the turnover.